welcome to the first ever episode of Drebber Drabble, where I, Paul Drebber, will be interviewing members of the community pillars, and maybe the occasional celebrity. You're not going to get that today with our first guest ever, Barnaby Simple. Did I get that right?
Barnaby Simple, 47 years old, Stratford-Ontario.
Simple.
Yeah, Barnaby Simple.
Simple?
Not simple.
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 Not simple. It's simple.
Is it Barnaby Simple?
Yeah.
Barnaby Simple. Simple. like a simpleton. Like some sort of simpleton.
No one's ever made that joke. No one's ever made that joke. No.
Said Simple Simon to the pieman. I bet you don't get that one. That's an old fairy tale, I believe. I think so.
No one's ever made that joke before. I've never heard that one.
Now we just met you, Barnaby, just downtown here in Stratford. Tell us, just what were you doing downtown?
Posting posters. That's what I'm known for. There's Barnaby Simple. Simple signage.
Yeah.
I make my own posters and I put them up all around the town there, and they'll often advertise events that are coming up.
That's great. I expect you've got a few local clients then.
No, I don't work with the people. I just find out who's having the event and I make the poster. And I've got some really nice posters, and sometimes they ask me not to put up the posters, but I get the information right and tell them where to be, when to be, and how to dress. And I put the posters up all over town for events that I'm not even involved in.
Okay, Barnaby, tell me, how do these people react when they see your posters?
Well, sometimes they get angry. Sometimes people get angry with me because they say, that's not your job. We don't want to work with you. And it's not your job to make our posters. We got our own posters, and they're in color. And we got a special designer to make the posters. And I just do the posters myself, and I put them up. And I know eventually they're going to catch on, and people are going to come up to me, and they're going to say, Barnaby Simple, let me hire you and your business, Simple Signage. You make my posters for me. You make my posters. Maybe you want a poster.
Barnaby, I've got to be honest with you. I've seen your posters around town, and they are crude, childlike, subpar at best.
Well, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion, but what do you know about signs? What do you, sir, know about signs?
Well, tell us, what do you know about signs? What do you know about graphic design?
You know, it's really hot in here. It's really... Look at this. Can you see this?
Sweaty fella.
That's hot. It's getting sweaty in here.
Sweaty dickie.
It's not a dickie. It's not a dickie, all right? It's a full-on shirt underneath here. It's a turtleneck.
I've never seen a dickie with a t-shirt before.
It's not a dickie.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like a dickie to me. I've never seen a short sleeve turtleneck that fits under a t-shirt before. That's a new one to me.
Can we let's move on from the dickie. Let's talk about some other things.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about something else.
You want to talk about shirts? I brought some shirts.
Right. You got the shirts. You brought some shirts along. You're a bit of a t-shirt collector, aren't you?
It's my thing. I'm really into the t-shirts.
Kind of a t-shirt geek.
I like to collect certain kinds of t-shirts. These are, well, you'll see what I'm talking about. This first t-shirt, I'll show you this. I'll show you this one first. It's backwards. Make sure the thing is right. I can't tell if you can tell, but that's the deck of the Star Trek Enterprise.
Star Trek. Not too familiar with the Star Trek.
There's three boys there. Three gentlemen there. I don't know who they are, but...
Now, what's going on there?
I guess this is one of those green screen photos, and they got put right in there on the bridge of the Enterprise. Which is kind of neat.
Very neat.
And here's another one. Same idea here. I'm going to give you a little taste right up front. Can you see that?
I love the new kids. Yeah.
Yeah. That says, I love the new kids.
New kids on the block. Hanging tough.
And if you... I should iron these. And there she is. There's the new kids. There they are.
Hanging tough.
Can you see that? There's the new kids. And look, somebody doesn't quite belong.
Who is that?
This young lady right here.
Funny looking girl.
She looks like a Caucasian, but her skin's all off there, and she's pretty big. I think she's probably got the biggest head on the shirt.
She doesn't belong there.
Pretty girl, though. I imagine she got pretty. She probably grew up to be pretty.
Well, that's great. And funny. Very funny. Very comical.
I don't know how they do that. I don't know. You probably know how they do that.
That's, they call that bit mapping. You'll never guess where I learned that.
There, freeze that. Can you clear that up any?
That's as good as it gets.
Got an image enhancer that can bitmap?
Bitmap?
All right, lock on and enlarge the Z-axis.
And enhance the X and Y. Now we're cooking all right.
I don't know about that.
Bit mapping. Yeah, I know that technology. I'm familiar with that.
It's getting pretty hot under these lights. It's really hot under here.
That's a professional lighting rig. Okay? That's how it is.
These lights are really hot.
Why don't you just take the t-shirt off then? You know, wouldn't that be nice? Just the turtleneck?
I'm not taking the t-shirt off. The whole reason I wore the t-shirt with if you understood a thing about graphic design, you would know
Okay.
that the white and the blue is the contrast. And that'd be fine. I'd take the t-shirt off and I'd wear the short-sleeved white turtleneck, but not with tight black jeans on. No, sir. There's a whole thing going on here. I'm not going to wear a white turtleneck t-shirt with black jeans, okay? Quit asking questions about things you don't understand. You don't understand graphic design.
Well, it sure looks like a dickie to me.
It's 2 layers. It's not a dickie. Why would I wear a dickie?
I can tell that's
ridiculous.
a dickie. I can see... No.
Nobody wears dickies anymore.
Quit yanking my chain, Barnaby. I can see the bulge of your dickie under your clothes.
It's a white turtleneck. I don't know why you would think it's a dickie. So it's a short-sleeved turtleneck underneath my t-shirt.
Okay,
What's the big deal?
Okay, sure. Tell me, where did you get this turtleneck, this short-sleeved turtleneck that fits so snugly under your t-shirt?
Fine, it's a dickie. It's a dickie. Okay? But the whole point is to think it's a turtleneck. That's the point of a dickie. So you think it's a turtleneck. It looks like a white turtleneck under my shirt. But you start calling it a dickie. Nobody knows. You blow the illusion. It's a dickie. Okay, it's a dickie. I got a sweaty dickie. My dickie is very sweaty. Okay?
Okay.
Big deal. Big deal. So I'm wearing a dickie and it's sweaty. I got a sweaty dickie. Who cares?
There's nothing wrong with a dickie. Sweaty dickie. Nothing wrong with that.
Why's it got to be news? Why you got to interview me about this? What? It's not important. So what? What, I'm going to wear a full-length turtleneck underneath this t-shirt? Give me a break. Where am I going to find a turtleneck with short sleeves? Where am I going to find that? Okay? Hence the dickie. The whole point of a dickie is to look like a turtleneck. It's not to go around saying, hey, everybody, check out my dickie.
So your dickie's sweaty. Hey.
And maybe if it wasn't so bloody hot in here and you didn't have these bloody lights going, I wouldn't have such a sweaty dickie.
I'll say it publicly. There's nothing wrong with a sweaty dickie. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Okay, well, I'm glad we can finally move on from that because I'm just about done. I'm just about done.
You got a sweaty dickie. Let's leave it at that. I guess we'll wrap things up. That was great. I want to thank Barnaby.
Okay, I don't even know why we did this. 2 or 3 minute interview wasn't worth the drive over. Just gonna get my t-shirts and I'm gonna get out of here.
Take your shirts and get out of here.
Simple signage. Barnaby Simple. I don't have an email. Just yell. Hey, Barnaby. How do you get out of this dadgum place? You gotta get these stairs replaced, Mr. Drebber. Can't see a damn thing. It's hot up here, too. You gotta get yourself an air conditioner, my friend. Put a bucket of ice in front of a fan or something.
Well, that is,
Ain't no place for a dickie, that's for sure.
Barnaby Simple. I want to thank Barnaby Simple Signage. And we're going to wrap up the first ever episode of Drebber Drabble. It's been a lot of fun. And we're going to be back week after week with all new interviewees, community pillars, and, like I said, the occasional celebrity. I'm Paul Drebber. This is Drebber Drabble. and tough.